think about the alliance of CRIK. Are they strong enough? Because historically, we have seen a lot of ideologies between Russia and China, Russia and Iran. Iran and China doesn't see, they don't share borders and they don't have any common problems. But we saw Russia and Iran as they didn't have a good relation earlier.
So, of course, what you're saying is a fact. There is still no guarantee that Russia and China will be friends forever. So, foreign policy is all about national interest. And there are no permanent friends, no any permanent enemies. But for the foreseeable future, and not because of any altruistic reasons, but because the way geopolitics is shaping, they have chosen to come together and they're giving you a good fight. Don't you see it happening? So I'm just saying, recognize the reality. The reality. See, it's how things have changed today. When I think dispassionately, India may be the third most powerful country in the world today. America, China, India. If we can just fix this per capita game, $3,000, if we can be inclusive, at least in those ways, it seems to be India's moment. A major shift in what's happening.
India, when you see these two alliances, US led West and CRIK, what does it mean for India?
So it expands our options, it expands our choices. We can choose. But we also have to be careful and see how do we need to calibrate our strategic autonomy. I'm all for strategic autonomy because it expands your choices. Your freedom, you have a range to choose from. And India is too large to be in any camp. Why should we be in any camp? Yet the reality is that in 62, Prime Minister Nehru ended up writing a letter to President Kennedy begging for all kinds of help. In 71, what secured us was the Indo-Soviet Friendship Treaty. So when push comes to shove, what will secure us? Our own blood, our own treasure? Nobody will come to our help. We shouldn't expect anyone to come to us. But what I keep saying is what we can get from our relationship with the USA is technology, bleeding edge technology. The platforms can continue to come from Russia, but the bleeding edge technology, and ultimately we should rely on none and actually have an Atmanirbhar military. But that's going to take a while. So we have to calibrate our strategic autonomy.
Diary of a publisher. Here we don't just talk, we explore, question, and push beyond the ordinary. And if you're ready to see things from a fresh perspective, you're at the right place. Make sure to subscribe. We're just scratching the surface, and the next conversation might just change how you see the world.